Hello, America. This is
the fastest 2 hours in radio.
I think we really need like an intellectual revolution.
Now, of course, this is not so much a show as it is a special event.
The Morning Edge.
With Fox 2's Vic Faust,
We need to have a little talk here.
Chris Knight,
Hang on.
and Eric Johnson.
The more bizarre he gets,
The more people like him.
A complex mechanism that in itself must be operated by an even more complex entity, you.
The Morning Edge starts now.
Hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome into The Edge. We appreciate you being here. Friday, June 24th. Chris is wearing pink. Chris, did you watch any Fox 2 last night?
I did.
Did you see my pink tie?
I did.
It was kind of a salmon pink.
Yes.
I always get surprised. Like Eric says he'll tune in every now and then, and we get a text in the group line from Eric.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, Eric watches, even at 5 o'clock.
All the time.
No,
All the time.
so you really do sit on the couch and watch local news.
Yeah, I keep waiting for the daily shooting report.
I was waiting for that.
You saw? I didn't see that coming.
I did.
It's Friday. I guess
Yeah.
I'm a little tired, which can happen, unfortunately. Whoa! Wait a second. Time out. You'll do something. You'll see something crazy, and then you have to do like the rubberneck. You're like, wait, what? What did I miss? It was 8:02 when I heard Eric's voice.
What? My agent said I could come in early. He told me that was cool. That's cool. I'm just inundated with news. I feel like my brain is going to blow up. I got to get it out.
I am glad you were
It's like
here.
a zit.
You were texting
Yeah,
us
pop
this
it.
morning.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Man.
If you pop it, it's all over Chris.
I know.
Oh, man.
Because he sits right next to you, and you don't want to ruin that pink shirt.
Yeah, it's a political zit on my head.
That's funny. So I snoozed my alarm, and then all of a sudden it dinged, and I was like, why am I getting a text? So I looked down, and it was Eric, to my surprise.
Oh, come on.
People on the Facebook line are already freaking out. They're like, what? Is it 8:20? Did we fast forward?
No.
We got time travel going on
it's
again?
Friday. So much stuff is going on.
Did you sleep last night?
I always sleep fine, like a baby.
Eric, I like your shirt, man.
You do?
Yeah, that's
Thanks.
cool. That's a cool
Appreciate it.
Henley with your little necklace hanging
I
out.
was going to wear
Looked
the
like
tuck
you
shirt.
shopped in Vic's closet.
What
No,
is going
I need
on
one of
today?
those little necklace things. Where do
I'll
you get one
it
of
for you.
those?
As a matter of fact, I'll give you this one. This is a Catholic necklace.
Are you serious?
Yes. I didn't even know it. I bought it at the buckle and someone said, are you Catholic? I know.
Time out. There was so much wrong with what you just said.
No,
Time
try.
out. I see it if you see the necklace. Can we put the camera on there?
Sure, try.
First of all, he says that thing is Catholic. And he's like, yeah, I got it at the buckle.
Bought it at the buckle, and someone out the other night said, "Are you Catholic?" I go, "Not just no, but hell no." And they said, "Well, then why are you wearing a Catholic necklace?" I go, "I didn't know I was." And I looked down. There's Mother Teresa or whoever it is.
Wait, is there somebody's on there?
Yeah, it's a religious thing. You can have it.
Do I need to look at it and tell you who's
Not
on
that
there?
I'm not religious. It's just I'm not Catholic. I feel like if I go and get the communions or whatever it is, I'm going straight to hell. I don't want to go to hell. I just want to do it right.
All right. So don't pop the zit all over him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is the fastest 2 hours and funnest
cheers. I'll
2
sign it.
hours in morning talk radio. Eric Johnson's here, and it's always better when Eric's here early.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Knight, Krista Cooper, I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. All right, jumping on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Share the show as always. Let's have fun on a Friday if we're going to be here in this existence. Why not? Listen to us for the next 2 hours. If there's something you want to talk about, get an opinion out, jump in. You can also jump in on the website, viperrocks.com.
It's going to be a fun show today. We got to give away some Def Leppard and Motley Crue tickets.
Hell yes! I want them.
Get some.
Right?
Because we're going on vacation next week.
July 5th. And by the way, as everybody jumping in, we're going on vacation next week.
Yep.
We've earned it. We deserve it.
What, 2.5 years? Right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just over.
We're
just
firing
about.
up the jet. We're firing up the jet. We don't know where we're going to
We're
end
going to
up.
Just like
Hawaii.
the bands in the 80s.
Yeah, that's right. We're firing
I've
up
watched
the jet.
all those rockumentaries.
Yeah.
They said the band just needed to get away, so they took them to the Bahamas. And
That's what they used to do with
Turks and
Zeppelin.
Caicos.
That's what they used to do with Zeppelin is they would just pass out in the plane and end up somewhere for a couple of weeks and write albums. That's what we're going to do. We're going to write albums.
And they're going to be hits.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is great. Chris, do you seriously have tickets to give away to that?
I do.
Nice.
It's Tuesday, July 5th, Busch Stadium. Tickets are super, super expensive. At least in my opinion, they are. But you've got what, 4 or 5 bands, 4 or 5
It's
rock
a great
acts?
lineup.
Yeah, so what? Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Poison.
Joan Jett.
Yeah, Joan Jett.
Joan Jett.
Have you seen a concert at Busch yet?
Yes, I have. The last one I saw was Kenny Chesney, and it was
Nice.
outstanding.
What about you, Eric?
I think I was there for U2.
I was there for you too. That's the only
Yes.
one I've seen there, and it was great. So it was like in the middle, so you really had a good spot no matter
You
what.
know you're a massive band when you can do the round in a stadium.
Yeah. Yeah,
When you're
that's-
in the round in a stadium,
You're killing it.
you're knocking it out of the park.
Well, I don't think one of those bands would have done the round, but all 5 of them together
Yeah.
could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so confused with Motley Crue. What's
No Nikki Sixx.
What?
no
What
Nikki
happened?
Sixx? Now I'm even more confused.
Wait.
Right?
He broke his ribs.
No.
He's
Well, no,
getting
Tommy
old.
Lee.
Tommy Lee. Sorry. Tommy Lee.
Oh, then why go?
I don't know, man. It's a good question. Who's filling in for Tommy Lee?
That's my boy. That's what I
I
like
know.
to watch.
Right?
Wait a minute. How do you break his ribs? Any idea?
Chris? Go.
I don't know.
I think anyway,
He's getting old.
this sucks because
He hit a drum too hard.
Tommy Lee's like brittle and he's breaking all over the place. Vince Neil can barely sing one note and he's fat as a house. This is not the 80s, I remember.
Eric, welcome to 2020. This is 2022.
I know.
You're
Mick,
right.
Mick Mars literally is coming out of the crypt after every show.
he might,
We're not sure
he
he's
might
even
be.
alive.
He might be in the best shape
Yeah.
of everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying something.
The Rolling Stones come out and they look young compared to Mick Mars.
Damn. No upside down drum solo. And by the way, it is a free for all Friday, so we kind of are taking all over the place. When I saw the upside down drum solo, and he was the
My
first.
friend was on that.
He was the first to do it, though, right?
My friend Laura was at the Motley Crue show in over at Verizon or Hollywood or whatever it's called, and I got a video of it. And I arrived at the show, and there she is on the back of Tommy Lee's drum set, going upside down in the circle. She went on the roller coaster.
That's really cool.
Every show, I guess he brings some guest up there. I don't even know how she got it. 4 million people in the St. Louis area, and my friend Laura was on the back of that drum set.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is definitely that's beyond bucket list.
That's really cool. So, Chris, what are we going to do to give away? First of all, what is the prize? Do you know what the exact prize is yet, or are you telling people to stay tuned to find out what it is?
We'll give some tickets away. We'll give a pair
I
of
know.
tickets away.
Oh, it's a pair.
Yeah.
So one pair, 2
Good
tickets.
seats, too.
What?
Yes.
How about best Nancy Pelosi joke?
What about
gets
us?
Best Nancy Pelosi.
I ain't going to be here.
Well, Tuesday, July 5th.
Yeah, I'll just be coming back.
Okay, well, good for you. We're all here.
Why are we trying to suck the tickets from the fans?
No, you're
I don't
right. You're right. I
understand
feel guilty.
that. Yeah, you
We're
should
joking.
because we want. Well, I would like to hear the best Joe Biden joke.
Oh, boy.
Gets.
Is that what
This
we're
could
doing?
get interesting.
How about the?
Is it Joe? The joke
How
factor
about-
was good last
How
time.
about Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, Beto O'Rourke, any of the clowns? If you come up with a joke and you have the best joke, you win the tickets for the day. How's that sound?
I'm fine with that. Chris,
Because-
you are?
Yeah.
You good with that?
Yeah.
good with that.
And if nobody has a joke about
But-
Nancy or the clowns, then we get to take the tickets
But
and
can
do
we
whatever
make
we want.
people call in?
Sure.
Because I can't remember who it was, but the woman who won, her delivery was outstanding.
Yeah.
636-695-2915. 636-695-2915.
And you can take
Is it best political joke?
Well, what about, I'll give you an example. You can take any joke from any era and just replace Joe Biden or Nancy Pelosi with it. Like why don't blank have ice cubes? I won't say the ethnicity, but in the old days we used to use it. And the answer
Eric,
is
you just checked yourself. That was
right.
nice.
And I'm glad. I'm starting to become more responsible on this show.
That was very nice of you.
So why don't blank have ice cubes? And the answer is because they forgot the ingredients. So what you can do is you can say, why does Nancy Pelosi not have ice cubes? Because she forgot the ingredients. See how that works?
So we're talking 2 good tickets. Chris says good tickets to the July 5th Busch Stadium concert with Motley Crue, Poison, Def Leppard,
Joan Jett.
Joan. It's four bands.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
It's a big deal. At Busch Stadium, too.
No, that That is really cool. Wasn't that joke from Eric's cousin or something? Did your cousin win that from North Carolina with her accent? She called in. And
No,
I liked her.
Yeah, my jokes are ridiculous. It's like, why does Joe Biden have his windshield wipers on the inside of his car? Because when he drives like this.
Oh
Okay,
my
that's
God.
another one.
The look Crystal just gave you was
Oh
horrible.
my God. See, I wouldn't be winning any tickets today.
Good thing you're
I
usually
wouldn't be
on
winning any
stage,
tickets
right?
today. That's why I play bass.
That's great. No, it is. It's fantastic. Hey, real quick, since we're kind of free flowing right now, Chris, last night you texted the group wanting the group to come meet you at Napoli. I don't know which one.
Oh,
I was working.
Napoli 3.
Napoli 3, Streets of St. Charles. Give them some pub. Where were you last night? You said you were at the Fox. Seeing who?
Sebastian.
Oh, yeah, the Italian
Yes.
comedian.
Yes.
Is he as short in real person as he looks on TV? He looks itty bitty. I like him. Funny.
He's shorter. He's funnier than hell.
Funny as hell.
Yeah.
So good show. Was it sold out?
Real good show. Almost sold out. He's here again tonight at the Fox.
I thought Eric would have said, "Oh my God, did you feel safe by now?"
I'm waiting.
I did feel safe.
You didn't?
I did.
Yeah. That's a great thing.
I did.
Eric, he felt safe.
I've never been to the Fox. As crazy as that seems, I've never been inside the Fox.
Maniscalco.
Wow.
And that place is amazing.
Yeah, it really
Beautiful.
is. It represents old St. Louis, the architecture, keeping up with it. Very cool. You feel like you step back in time when you go in there.
Coming up on 100 years old in a couple years.
Is it really?
Yeah, 1926.
Note to self: right across the street, Powell Symphony Hall is getting a major update.
Oh,
$100 million.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like that. If one more $100 million, and you could have built Seahawks Stadium up in Seattle, Washington.
I know. I was wondering where you were going with this.
Wow.
Wait
it's a 3,500 seat venue, and it's $100 million renovation. Damn. Good for them.
Yeah, but it's going to bring so much money in.
I'm glad. I'm fantastic with it.
Wait a second. Trace, is Andrew Dice Clay come? I thought he
is coming.
When?
Dice Man.
And we're probably going to have him on the show.
He's my hero.
Yeah.
That guy, and people don't judge me. When I was a kid, that was
we're
my comedian.
We're kind of a little premature on this because we're still trying to dot the I's and cross the T's. But, yeah, middle of September.
Nice.
Okay, how would we have Andrew Dice Clay on the show?
Because the Edge is going to have a VIP table for the show. That's how.
Oh, my ship has come in.
Yeah.
Hickory dickory dock.
Joe Biden was. Never mind.
Okay, we just won the joke contest. We won it ourselves.
Yeah.
That's the best one.
I
Sorry.
got so close.
You got
oh
me.
my God. That was too close.
You guys have
too
to beat
close.
us. Oh my God. That's awesome. So Chris, no S hit, really? Andrew, we're working on something, Andrew Dice Clay?
Yeah. It'll be at the Funny Bone.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
This is good stuff.
It's Freaky Friday,
Besides
Crystal Cooper.
Chris, I told you that joke that you love so much.
Mm-hmm.
That was Andrew Dice Clay.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a junior, we took a limo, like 10 of us, from Belleville Althoff Catholic High School, and took it over to the Fox to watch Andrew Dice Clay.
I'm gonna one up
And
you.
it was an amazing night that I still remember.
I'm
to
about
this
to
day.
one up you, and I know you're not gonna believe this.
Okay, well, go ahead. Why not?
Minneapolis, circa 1994-ish, I guess. Minneapolis. Myself and the singer of a band called Shooting Star were up in Minneapolis, and it was Shooting Star. It was the cat from Black Flag. I can never remember his name. It was Richard Marx playing on all these stages, and we were off for the day, and we went to the racquetball courts for whatever reason. I have no idea why. Boom, there's Andrew Dice Clay playing racquetball in court number whatever.
I could see him with a big old thick headband.
Yeah, in a velvet white jumpsuit.
He kind of bordered on the Elvis deal, kind of a hardcore, nasty, sick Elvis.
Yeah, he was known to be trifled with playing racquetball. That's for sure.
Okay, guys, just a reminder, Aaron, we appreciate your joke. We said you have to call in.
You got to call in, man. It's all about the inflection.
Yeah.
The phone number is 636-695-2915. 636-695-2915. Call in with your best joke. Make it political related somehow, some way. That's how you win the competition for the free tickets to the July 5th concert. You can catch us on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. You can stream us on The Edge live right now, viperrocks.com. We're on YouTube, The Edge Morning Show. And, of course, the phone number, 636-695. Sorry, 2915. Okay. We'll have fun throughout the show. There are a lot of topics. Eric walked right into the show talking about it. Yesterday, we had the Supreme Court decision. Liberals are losing their mind all around America, and they're allowed to. It's their free right. They can go say what they want regarding the decision to be able to carry a gun in New York. Everybody, Eric Adams, their mayor, is basically saying some of the things that I heard coming from their governor, their mayor.
Ridiculous.
They are ripping the Supreme Court and showing zero respect. It blows my mind. Then we had a gun bill, so to speak, a bipartisan. They reached an agreement last night on some gun control. It's a gun bill, 65-33 vote. But there's some it looked like there's some red flag laws passed in there.
Well, it seems, I wish, we really need to have Brad on right now because I do have questions.
And Brad may be calling in.
That's good because here's the thing I took away from it. If you're 18 to 21, they're going to scrutinize you.
Correct.
Okay. So I think we talked about it on the show a month ago. That's okay. If you're 18 to 21, maybe you shouldn't even be able to be permitted to have these weapons of war, right? Maybe that's cool. Maybe not. I think it's okay. I think that this thing that they passed in the Senate, it doesn't have a lot of teeth. It does take a look at people, their backgrounds. If you're nuts,
right.
The only thing that I have a problem with is this thing called giving a person the right to be able to defend themselves when someone's taking your gun away. Who is going to protect you when the FBI or the...
That's called due process.
Due process.
Which Brad brought up yesterday.
Who's going to protect you?
It's, once again, that's the biggest concern. That is the only thing the people against this bill wanted.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Because you can just say, oh, I don't like you for what you said.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, who are you to judge? Where's my due process? That's communism.
Yeah, and I'm using the commie
That's a
language,
problem.
apparently.
And there's
over
nobody
here.
who can say that is a good thing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we decided we're going to... Really? Well, where's the due process in life?
Here's the thing.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, you're innocent until proven guilty. And this whole thing about the New York thing is crazy to me. So you can own a gun, but you can't bring it out of the house?
Or if you had,
What?
and if you had two homes, you couldn't take the gun from one home to the other.
Exactly. This is ridiculous. These liberals are nuts. What is I hope they cover the first incident where there's a 16-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid with an AR-15 who's really nuts, or a Glock 9 that's just walking the street, and a conceal and carry licensed, permitted citizen of New York takes that dude out on the subway or whatever. That guy was aiming a Glock 9 at your head. I took him out for you. And I hope the media goes, wow, there was a citizen that actually protected someone else.
Eric, they won't.
Or they protected their own self on the subway. So the guy didn't get pushed in the front of a train because he took out his own pistol and say, get away from me.
Right.
I hope that they cover that story and go, well, you know what? Maybe this isn't such a bad thing. Mm-hmm. Anybody that goes through a CC whatever class and they want to become a law-abiding citizen by having that license or whatever, that permit, they're not going to go out of their way and shoot up a sandwich shop.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, they're not.
But they're going to be more aware of their situation, and they might be able to help someone who's being, I don't know, carjacked. Maybe they're going to be more aware of someone is going to be thrown down on the ground and have all their money stolen from them. Maybe someone is about to do them bodily harm. Maybe we need citizens that say, you mess with me, I might have a pistol myself to take you out.
It's called the deterrent. There is nothing in life that works better from the beginning of time than a deterrent. If there is no deterrent, a human will run wild. If there is a deterrent, a human will think twice.
That's right.
It's as simple as that. Where's the deterrent and where isn't the deterrent? And then look at the people and the circumstances around that whole situation. So there you go. That's come down. And then in the midst of those two gun stories yesterday, we may get a ruling on the case that's brought Roe v. Wade back into the mix today. I'll be honest, if we get one today after what happened yesterday and all the news the Supreme Court has made.
All hell break loose.
Yeah, but, because we were getting word, it could happen today. It is a Friday dump day.
Yeah. It could happen today at 6 o'clock.
The biggest stories usually happen on Fridays, the dump day. So it's the weekend, gives you time to digest it. But whenever it comes out, there's going to be.
Well, when this thing goes down, it doesn't matter if it's Friday at 6 o'clock or whatever. It could be tonight at midnight.
It'll be quiet if Roe v. Wade stays intact.
And you know what?
Because those who want it to go away will not go
You're right.
burn and pillage and riot and loot and act like complete morons because they have some sensibility about themselves. And the reason I can say that is because those who want it overturned are not going nuts on this large scale.
Yes.
However, those on the other side will go crazy. They say crazy things. They have proven it, and I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm giving you fact from what we have already seen.
That's exactly right.
They will go nuts because that's what they have shown you. People will show you who they are. Believe them. That's what you're going to see. Those are the people that will go crazy, act like immature, unsane, uncivilized animals.
I truly hope that the Supreme Court people, John Roberts and the gang of characters over there, don't capitulate to these people. They have a right to protest and all this stuff. But I certainly hope that it's like, we're the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
We're going to do business the same way today for this case as we did for the making a cake for gay wedding case, as we did for the gun case that we just did. We're the Supreme Court. You've asked us to judge on these decisions. We're not changing when we release this thing. It is what it is. We're not afraid of you.
Mm-hmm.
We will take these cases and we will rule on them. Every case that they've decided so far seems logical to me. Yeah. It's the Second Amendment yesterday. Mm-hmm. What do you want to know? Why don't you read the text right there? It's in front of you. You want me to rule on that? Fine. If you have the ability to be an American citizen, you have the right to bear arms. Let's move on.
There you go. We got to take it. That's already a first segment. By the way, Chris, when we come back, your fans, they want to hear more of you. They like your voice.
Okay.
They said jump in. And when we come back, we've got that Roe v. Wade situation to talk about. We've got Joe Biden, baby.
Yeah.
Chris, do we have a joke before we get in? Oh, Joe Biden got caught again yesterday, let's just say he had some help. We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
How do you keep Joe Biden in the shower, by the way?
Wait a minute. Was that a joke?
I don't know. You give him a shampoo that says rinse, wash, and repeat. And he can't figure out how to get out of the loop. I won the tickets. I'm going to Motley Crue. By
the way, you can't win the joke unless you call in. If you win the joke contest, you can get the 2 tickets, but you have to call in. The phone number is 636-695-2915, 636-695-2915. We'll also tell you about not only the Joe Biden help that he had yesterday to be able to speak to reporters, but the Delaware Republican.
Uh-oh.
Remember we gave you the stats on the Republican side? Well, we're going to give you the percentage of people who are Democrats who want Biden to run again. It's the low.
Is it in the single digits or double digits?
It's the lowest ever for a president. Democrats,
single or double?
Democrats, stick up for yourselves. Where are you, Democrats? Stick up for yourself. Stick up for the president. Jump in the ring. You're getting crushed right now. Jump in the ring. Come defend yourselves. It is the Edge. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, who's going to talk more in the next segment. It's kind of hard to get in with us. I know. I get it. It's hard.
You guys just go.
I fight. I try to get because Eric, you wind him up, and Eric can talk for 3 hours.
And you
Sorry,
always make
Crystal.
great points. It's like I don't need to jump in and trounce on that.
Sorry,
Crystal.
Crystal.
She's adoring the conversation.
I know.
I am. Well, you have to understand. Wasn't I a listener before this?
Well, she
So-
does have birthdays, and I'm starting to dig that segment a lot.
It's the best.
Thank
It's
you.
the best segment. No, Donna, 32%. It's lower than that. We got to take a
Is
break.
it lower than 32%?
Oh, much lower.
Dang.
Way lower. Way lower. We'll be back. It's
So
The
sad.
Edge. Give us a call. Let us know your joke. 636-695-2915. It's a Friday, a free-for-all Friday. We're having some fun on The Edge.
Edge Morning Traffic. Happy Friday from the Viper Traffic Center. There is a stalled tractor trailer blocking the exit I-70 westbound. That's at Jennings Station Road. It's a quiet morning out in St. Charles County. I-70, 6440, 370, and 364. Volume is light. I-70 eastbound, a little tap of the brakes heading into downtown. And then watch for some road work tonight in North St. Louis County. There's going to be some closures. New Florissant Road between Dunn Road and Purcell Road will close at 8 o'clock tonight until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning so that MoDOT crews can pave a portion of a new bridge there. I'm Fox 2's Molly Rose. That's your Edge Morning Traffic.
Grab your coffee. The Morning Edge will be right back on 100.7 The Viper.
Come on down to St. Louis Hemp Company in St. Peters, where you can get all of your CBD needs, as well as many other euphoric cannabinoid-based products. From topicals to edibles and drinks, St. Louis Hemp Company has what you need, and new products are coming in all the time. You can get your medical marijuana card in store. Come on in to St. Louis Hemp Company, just off I-70 at Salt Lake Road by Deerbergs, and get your hemp together. Check out St. Louis Hemp Company on Facebook for more info and map.
Hi, this is Dr. Erin Huey with Tomasino Gerst Vision Source. We provide a ton of specialty care: glaucoma, diabetic eye care, dry eye evaluations, now myopia management. Typically, we see patients that need vision correction for a variety of hobbies, for work, most often glasses and contacts. Come and see us at Tomasino Gerst Vision Source, dryoureyes.com, 272-1444, dryoureyes.com.
Kelly Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant cash offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, kbb.com.
Weber Chevrolet has been in business since 1902. No other car dealer in St. Louis of any brand can say that. Nobody sells more Chevrolet, period. Weber Chevrolet is one dealer with 3 roofs. In Missouri at Olive and 270, and in Illinois Metro East, Columbia, and Granite City. All easy to get to, just follow the 270 loop. Also, all online accessible at WeberChevrolet.com. Right now, Weber Chevrolet is open but very thorough in their cleaning, disinfecting, and social distancing rules. And don't forget, Weber Chevrolet service departments are award-winning and second to none. In fact, other dealers send their problems to Weber Chevy to fix. Now during this crisis, Weber Chevrolet has teamed up with Detroit to come up with awesome deals to help people save money and manage their budget. Discounts, incentives, and the ability to not make your payment for up to 4 months. Weber Chevrolet since 1902, WeberChevrolet.com.
Dealing with fatigue, loss of motivation, unwanted weight gain, or loss of sex drive, just to name a few? Then Summit Rejuvenation Centers have just what it takes to get you back on track. As we move up in age, our testosterone and estrogen counts go down. Let Summit bring back that youthful feeling with increased confidence, lower body fat, cardiovascular protective, and increased libido. Building confidence in yourself can be a life-changing experience. Summit Rejuvenation Centers, Wentzville, Cottleville, Chesterfield, South County, and Ladue. Summit would like to wish you all a happy and safe 4th of July.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need, indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign, and we handle the rest, sending a top pro to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
Keep your resolution to quit cigarettes this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon. I Quit Vapor carries the salt nicotine systems, their latest juice flavors, and all of their pod systems. Let their staff explain why the salt nicotine system is so effective in helping you to quit cigarettes for good. It has a much smoother delivery and allows you to adjust the amount of nicotine intake. I Quit Vapor is still your one-stop shop for everything vapor. Keep your quit cigarette resolution this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Yeah, you like this, Crystal, don't you? It gets you going. We have just been called by the manager of Motley Crue. They're looking for a bassist. They said we heard Eric Johnson is at the Edge.
He's on the phone with them.
They don't need me. It's the easiest instrument to play on the planet. Crystal could do it.
They need a drummer and a bassist. But we've got your free tickets. Call in with the best joke, political related. Somehow, some way. Turn it into that. Make us laugh. Be the best joke of the day. And at the end of the show, we'll give you 2 free tickets. Quote, good. As Chris said, good
Damn
tickets.
good.
Oh, damn good.
We knew Joe Biden was classically trained because he was always hiding.
Yeah. That's Eric said.
She laughed. I got a laugh out of it.
She hadn't heard that before. Right. I've heard it like 10 times. But it's a great joke.
Haydn. You know, Frederick Joseph Haydn.
I know exactly.
Yeah.
She's still laughing. That is a good one.
It's a great one if you're smart.
Crystal's easy, though.
See, that's the thing. You got me with the...
You're smart.
The intelligent joke.
So give us a joke, and you can win the tickets. We'll keep track. Eric Johnson, Chris Knight, Krista Cooper, Vic Faust here on the fastest 2 hours of Morning Talk Radio. It is The Edge. Jump on the Facebook line. 100.7 The Viper. Let us know what's on your mind, what you want to talk about. No jokes on the line, though. You got to call in 636-695-2915.
Rob from Wentzville. Good morning.
Good morning, guys and gals.
Don't suck.
Don't suck. What's your joke?
All right, here we go. The press corps asked Joe Biden whether he was a boxers or briefs guy.
Mm-hmm.
Joe responded, depends.
There you go.
Yes. Well played.
Yes.
Rob in the lead.
Rob. That's good.
And we're off. Down the stretch, Rob is taking the lead.
Okay.
Rob, I like it. Did you come up with that yourself?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
That's all right. That's cool. I'm all right with that.
Hang on, Rob.
Am I writing the names? Okay, I'll write the names.
Hang on,
down.
hang on the line, Rob. We'll get your information.
That's awesome, dog.
All right.
Depends.
And if you win, we need you at the end of the show to say it again. That was good. I like that. Rob with his depends. That was a good good quick hitters are good. The long ones, unless they are just monumentally funny, they don't work.
Yeah, the story
kind of
jokes-
like your Haydn Biden joke.
Well, it's kind of a quick hitter. You got a joke that makes you think throughout the day are the best ones.
How about,
in my opinion?
How about the joke that you're still repeating 30 years later?
Which one?
Well, I can't say it on air. It's the Andrew Dice Clare joke. Whoa!
Right. Well, he's got a much softer PG show now. It's very
does
soft.
he?
Yes, because he performs
He's got to
at
be
Delmar Gardens.
He's got to be in his 70s. I was going to say.
Yes.
Hey, speaking of Delmar Gardens, did you hear about the new game, Eric?
No.
I wonder if they had this over Del. And by the way, Delmar Gardens, where are you? We talk about you all the time. Sponsor the show already.
They're legendary.
Put some money in Chris's
They're
pocket.
legendary. They don't need to sponsor
Delmar
anything.
Gardens, we give you more hype than anything.
That's right.
I knew they were cool when I saw Zimmerman out there playing a gig.
I thought you knew they were cool when you took your first tour.
I knew they were cool when I had my first pureed martini.
Here you go. Eric, I was wondering if they're doing this over at Delmar Gardens yet.
Okay.
I don't know if this is funny, gross, all the above, whatever, but now we've heard that pickleball has become very popular.
Yes!
Courts popping up all over the place. Okay, as we got a joke calling in. Somebody's calling in for a joke, I guess.
Okay, keep going
Eric,
with the pickleballs.
There is now the most popular, a gaining popularity sport with seniors, more so than any other group. It's called nude pickleball.
I'm done with this. I'm done with this. At Delmar Gardens?
A website called The Pickler.
I'm done with this.
It just did a story on how nude pickleball is taking off with seniors. Oh, my God.
That can't be right.
A lot of clothing optional resorts have been adding courts and holding tournaments.
Come on.
This is why Chris wants to move to Florida.
Yeah.
You're damn right.
They started Kissing Me Florida.
It's better than nude handball.
It's called...
Get a hand job.
No, Chris.
Tracy she threw up in the trash can.
Oh, my God.
It's Friday.
Okay, there's a club. It's called Cypress Cove. It has more than 170 dues-paying members who are out in the buff 7 days a week.
God, you know what? Yes. Life is short, dog. Come on. If you want to play
Okay.
pickleball in the nude,
And one final thing before we get to our
Crystal
joke.
Cooper.
Okay. We've gone off the rails because it's Friday.
It's
We're
all
having
right.
fun, too.
It's
though.
totally all right.
When you're as serious as we are, you got to let a little steam off.
Yeah.
They offer plenty of other activities. Also, don't say anything. Nude cornhole.
Oh, my God.
What are they aiming at?
Just make sure you put your sunblock on. That's all I got to say.
Can't forget the sunblock.
It's Harold's turn. You're the cornhole.
Oh, my goodness.
Chris, do we have a joke
Yeah.
trying to win the
Okay.
Def Leppard tickets?
Donna from Festus, good morning.
Good morning. Okay.
Donna, rock this one.
You ready?
I need you to rock this
Hey,
one.
Donna, before you say your joke, you called in during our last competition and had a pretty good one, didn't you?
Didn't she win? Did she win?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Donna, hey, did you go to the show and was it great?
Yes, I did. It was awesome. Thank you so much.
If you win today, you should open up for Andrew Dice Clay. Can you make that happen, Chris?
Oh, I don't know.
We can make a phone call. Come on, what you got, Donna? Go.
Okay. You got the drum roll and the cymbals ready.
Damn, Donna.
Oh my! She's calling out her production cues.
She's Babe Ruth in it right now. She's calling
yes,
this shot.
All right, go.
Okay. All right. Well, President Biden, he walks into this bar
Mm-hmm.
and he goes up to the bartender and he asks the bartender, "Have I been here before?" Oh, that's it.
She doesn't. No, absolutely not. Wait a minute. I got to think about this, Crystal Cooper. Break this down for me. Have I been? Well, it's because he has dementia.
He has dementia.
Yes.
Yeah, I just was waiting for a
I
little
know
more.
you-
Sorry.
Let's see if we can come up with the punchline for her, Vic.
I know. I'm like,
Come on.
Donna, I'm not trying to. We're just waiting.
We're waiting for the end of the joke.
She's
Oh.
there. She's landed the plane. It ain't getting off. She's no more fuel
Hey,
in the tank.
Donna.
It ain't getting off the
Donna.
deck.
Oh, you can't win, guys.
No, Donna, we know you're good and you're sweet.
Donna, we
love
need
that
you to-
listen.
You got. Let's see. What is it? You have like an hour and a half to come up with another one. Seriously.
Okay.
I mean,
need
you had us on the edge of our chairs.
Yeah,
we were.
yeah.
We were,
It's
we
like
were there.
It's like pool hole swinging at strike 2 and then putting it out of the park on strike 3 on the third
Okay,
pitch.
sorry.
You can do this.
There you go. Thanks for the call.
Okay, thank you. I'll think of another one.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
By the way, pool holes couldn't put any balls out of the park. I saw him last night. It's not pretty.
I know.
It's not pretty.
I know,
He
that's
should
what-
just bunt for the rest of the year.
No, but he's still hitting line drives, which is good. He had a line drive in the game 2 days ago, so
Okay.
at least he can do that. He's just not line driving him over the fence
No,
yet.
he's not.
Or recent. Once again, you can get the free tickets July 5th. Call in with your jokes.
Yeah.
Make us laugh. We've had 2 people call in so far. Rob is leading with his depends joke,
Yeah. That's a good one.
which was a good one. Donna had us hyped up. Donna, Come up with something else.
Yeah,
Eric Johnson's here, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, and Big
She's
Faust
the reigning
Fox
champion.
2. She is the reigning,
champion.
What show did she get tickets to last time? Do you remember, Chris?
Oh, I have no idea. I have to go back and look.
But I do remember now that Donna had never been to a concert or hadn't been to a concert in like 30 years before she won the last competition.
Yeah.
30 years.
Yeah, it was something
Wow.
like that.
Tim from Warrenton, good morning. What's your Joe Biden joke?
Or
What
political.
did Joe Biden said to the people?
Give it to me one more time.
Start
Say it
over.
again.
I
Start
interrupted you.
What did Joe Biden say to the people?
What?
Well, that's just true life. That's not even a joke. That's just that's just reality. Which sometimes that's funnier than jokes.
We do appreciate the effort, Tim.
We do. Thanks for the call, Tim.
Tim, you're in second place.
Yeah.
At least you're going there. You can jump in on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Share the show. You can also jump in on the website, ViperRocks.com.
Why couldn't Joe Biden write the number 11?
Why?
He couldn't figure out which number came first. 2 ones.
Yeah.
If somebody would have called in
I
with
just
the
won tickets
delivery,
again.
they may have done. They could have gotten away with that. That would have been a good one.
Yeah.
I like that one. That is good.
He couldn't figure out which one to put before the other.
Okay.
Right. I've heard one.
Well, in the midst of the jokes, we got to get to this. This has happened before, but it's been a while. Yesterday, Joe Biden was caught with cue cards that taught him how to get through his press conference
Every time.
with stats. You can see it. Fox News has carried it. Nobody else will carry it or show you that the cards were not doctored. They 100% were not doctored. His team has not denied that he has cue cards to help him think on his feet. Oh, my God. And then also when to take his seat. Literally. It tells him, take your seat.
Uh-huh.
Come on, man.
Yes, Chris, you're the best.
And you has to be made bigger. I don't like
You-
he's confused
Take your.
as to what's going on. It's
the
you.
Good point, Crystal. Very.
No, and I
You
saw
enter
that.
the Roosevelt room and say hello to participants.
This is no joke.
Are
This
you
is
kidding me?
And I love how there's people sitting in the room with him, right? And then there's people that are on virtually. And it literally puts the note of she's on virtual because he would have looked at everybody at the table because he didn't know who was sitting at the table, right?
You, again, asked in all caps, ask the question.
This is nuts.
Yeah. So sad.
You asked
So
Liz
bad.
Schuler, president of the AFL-CIO, a question. Note, Joe, Liz is joining us virtually, okay? Then you thank participants, and then you capitalized, depart.
Dude, if this doesn't show he has mental issues that are documented through some doctor, nothing will.
No,
nothing
this is
will.
terrible.
Nothing will.
Mm-mm.
Now, what this shows you, Crystal Cooper, and this is where you can participate and go nuts. Who's handling him?
Yeah.
Who asked the question? Who wrote the cue card? That's Peter Ducey's next question. Excuse me, and I can't even say the press secretary's name. Who writes Joe's cue cards? That is a fair. That is a legitimate. Does he write them himself? Does he type out
Chris,
you?
No.
Does he say
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be. I try to be respectful. Just, Chris, I'm glad you got that job.
Yeah, it's too good.
Because somebody-
enter the Roosevelt room.
Everybody has had an agenda, an
You-
itinerary, right?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Everybody's had one. When I was on tour, you would go to your door in the hotel room and you would say, "Here's how the day lines up." I didn't type it up.
Right.
The road manager typed it up.
Yeah. Oh,
The
definitely.
fair question here is, who types and creates President Biden's
team.
cue card?
Yeah,
Right.
the team. You'll
Okay.
never know.
What team?
And a cue
His
card.
team.
What's
A
his
president-
name?
A president has a media or a communications team usually.
But a cue card that's going to say, make sure you ask this person this question. They're there virtually. I actually don't have much of a problem with that
Me
part.
either. I
It's
do
the-
a lot of events.
Right.
and
It's just a
speaking
bullet
engagements.
note to make sure
A
you know.
bullet
I
note.
mean, that's how I do
But-
my birthdays, right? I have bullet notes of things,
Yeah,
right? I didn't
yeah.
memorize that whole segment. And so I'm not expecting that of him either. But
come
he
on.
shouldn't be told to sit down and he shouldn't be told to depart.
Crystal,
I mean,
great
those
point.
are just
These are different
terrible.
kinds of bullet. These are like
These are like you can't even put these things in a row in your brain on your own to be
Preach.
just like a normal
Preach.
human that walks in a room and does a meeting.
Preach.
By the way, Brian McKenna, that was, even though you didn't call in, I like it. He was finishing the joke from Festus, from Donna, as she said, hey, President Biden walks in and says to the bartender, where am I? Isn't that what she said?
Yes.
He says, finishing the joke, the bartender replies, Joe, I'm your press secretary, and we're broadcasting live.
See? Each one of you guys get a ticket now. No. This is
This is another level of
Yeah,
notes.
I've been in hundreds of press conferences. I've been with presidents. I've been with local mayors. I've never seen anything like this ever before. Cue cards are common. I've used cue cards just to write notes. Crystal, great point. These are a different level.
It's like it's
Because
the
it's-
Jill Biden teleprompter.
because- yeah, well, it's like you
basically,
can't
this is
remember.
what Jill Biden has to do every time she's next to him. Okay, Joe, you sit down.
Right.
Joe, you ask the question.
Joe says those are things which you would tell a droid.
Yeah, or just
These are
somebody
not the
who
droids I'm looking for.
is just not there.
So, is it funny?
No.
Is it concerning?
Yes.
Is it a legitimate question? Is it something where we need to know who? Because look, this is all spelled out right here of what you do.
Yeah.
What you do. So someone else is Joe Biden's brain. That's the name of my new album, by the way. Joe Biden's brain.
No. Guys, I'm going to take a little more of a serious tone with this. For that to get out, for that not to be denied, it makes me think, and I'm always trying to think about these things critically. We don't have enough critically thinking people in America. Why would they let that get out? Why would they set him up for that?
He didn't. No, this is an accident.
No, this is but Eric, I know, but they know these people, the handlers are geniuses or they wouldn't be in these situations. My point, and I know you may not agree, I feel as if this was almost done on purpose to set him up.
I'm buying what you put. Yes, I'm buying
to
what you're
put
selling.
him out there
Yep.
because we have started to see a change. The media has now gone against Joe
Vic,
Biden.
you're right.
I want to know
You're
what's on
right.
the other side of that
Yeah.
card. Why did we see that?
No.
Those are the,
That's not even the point.
Those are the
Vic.
cartoon pictures.
The Bugs Bunny.
It's the IKEA pictures of how to walk in the room, where to sit down.
Yes.
Because that's what I was wondering. So if that's on the back, what was he reading?
Well,
No. It was turned around. It's a white piece of paper usually, or off blue, or whatever it is.
they're
and it's usually
disassociating
folded in
themselves
half,
with
right?
Joe.
But it says the president on the top. Like this is like
Well, it's-
stationary
yeah.
for him.
There, Todd just
Yeah.
said what I was getting ready to say. Throwing him under the bus
Yes.
before it's too late.
Yes.
Right.
And when you think about that, you know, he's an older guy. We've already seen what's happened.
Yes.
Yeah, like they put something on the other side for him
They-
to read, so it would be facing
You
that
just
way.
don't have a press conference. Oh, just run out there. You don't do that at the presidential level. These were well thought out. These people created an entire new set for him outside of the
Yes.
White House.
With huge teleprompters.
As Americans,
Yeah.
we don't think deep enough. We don't do the deep dives. We don't listen to what's actually being
Such a
said.
good point.
Not
I
to
think
mention
this
these
is
were the
done
wind
purposely.
people, right? Not the
Yes.
actual gas people who were in.
Yes, I think it's
there.
done purposely. And I also started to think more about it when Don Lemon started to give Carini, the press secretary, hell about Joe Biden, about him really being physically and mentally fit
right.
to be president. I
That's
went,
right.
whoa.
That's right.
That marked the spot. The line in the sand was drawn.
Can you be impeached for incompetence?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they can put a whole
I mean, you'd
medical
have to do
diatribe together.
Yeah, I don't think that's. We'll see.
It could happen, man.
Has anybody been asked to leave before? Just
Well-
wondering my presidential history.
I don't know, but Brent just, only because this guy's a good speaker. He's a good-looking guy. He's connected to Pelosi. Gavin Newsom to run as president on the Democratic side.
Ugh.
I don't know if you could sell him to a country unless you could. You could sell maybe to California. You can't sell him to the whole country. No way.
No.
That guy is he's.
You got too many people
Ugh.
leaving California.
Yeah.
Gavin doesn't even work for California, much less the rest of the state, or the United States, that is. The Democrats are dead men walking. They know it. I think they know it. They've tried to get their agenda through in 18 months By doing that, they've tried to break down this country as much as possible. It's not working. It's backfiring. The soccer moms of America have had enough. They're going to take the country back. Mark my words. I'm telling you right now, they want someone that's not Gavin Newsom, that's so far to the left. These people that are in the center, the Democrats, they're going to find someone. He's going to be charismatic. He's going to come out of nowhere. Mark the tape. And he's going to put up a challenge against DeSantis in 24. Do you notice what I did there?
Yeah, I saw what you did. You created the battle already.
Yes.
And before we go to break, and by the way, we still have a joke contest going on if you're just joining us. Give us your best political joke with somebody from a political standpoint, inserting them into joke. You win 2 damn good tickets, as Chris says, to the July 5th concert, Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Poison, and
Joan Jett.
Joan Jett. Are the black cards coming?
Why is Joe Biden staring at a bottle of orange juice?
What are you talking about? Oh, the joke.
Why is Joe Biden staring at a bottle of orange juice, Chris?
I don't know. Tell me.
Because it said concentrate.
Somebody
You
should
like
have called
that?
Somebody should have called that in. Why didn't somebody call that in?
I'm going to Motley Crue.
That could have competed with the Depends underwear joke.
I don't know. The Depends one was pretty good.
Right now. It was, the other thing with Joe Biden on that whole issue, before we put him to bed, no pun intended, his favorability rate in Delaware, the same polling that
Drum
they did.
roll.
That they did for Trump and DeSantis, which had DeSantis in a slight lead.
It is a single digit, isn't it?
The amount of Democrats polled in New Hampshire that want Joe Biden to run again for president is the lowest ever in the state. 9%.
9%.
9%
You
of
couldn't even break
Democrats.
10, Joe.
9%. 9% of Democrats. 9% of Democrats want him to run. This is Delaware, Northeast. This isn't Nebraska. This isn't Oklahoma or Missouri. Delaware Democrats, 9%.
Wow.
This is like The Bachelor, when the Bachelor and Bachelorette would get married, and then you'd find out a year later they were divorced because they hated each other. That's just what happens in the country with Joe Biden.
You need to,
no.
Has there been like
Divorcing.
one couple from The Bachelor in 20 years that has actually stayed
I think
married?
so.
Yeah,
I think
there's a
so.
few.
And he's and
There's
she
one
and
that's
she was
always
from
on
St.
People
Louis.
magazine, and I'm like, damn. Or what about 90 Days and Married or something like that? Remember that?
Pam says, "Wait a second." She took it the other way. Who's the 9%?
Right?
Oh my God!
Yeah, they're in an insane asylum
That's
waiting
just-
for Joe to show up.
Get your jokes in, people. We got to take a break.
Wait,
That's
shouldn't
already an
name
hour.
recognition just get him more than 9? I mean, that's really bad. Just sheer name recognition. Just check the box, move on, you know?
I don't know.
Gosh.
We'll come back with more. The Edge. It's already an hour down, just like that. That's why it's the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. Call in with the jokes. Win the free tickets to the Def Leppard Poison concert. 636-695-2915. Eric Johnson's here. Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, and I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. And Crystal, winning Eric's favor with your segment, that's a pretty big deal.
I know.
He's traveled the world.
I have.
Trying.
All right, we'll be back with more Edge right after this. Stick around.
Edge Morning Traffic.
Molly Rose joining you again with an update from the Viper Traffic Center. It is still a quiet Friday morning out there on the roads. Just watch for a couple stalled vehicles. One of those, Highway 40 eastbound, that's before Hampton. It's been moved off mostly to the right shoulder. And then there's a stalled 270 southbound right near 364. 70 westbound at Jennings Station Road, there is still a stalled tractor trailer blocking the exit there, and crews on the scene looking to get that moved out of the way, so a lane is closed. And I'm not tracking any accidents or delays in St. Charles County at the moment. Interstates look great, and so do Highway 61 and 79. I'm Fox 2's Molly Rose. That's your Edge Morning Traffic.
Hi, this is Kate. You're listening to the Edge Morning Show.
Hi, this is Conrad Bellman at Bellman's Carnection in St. Peters. Right now, we're buying any pre-owned vehicles. At Bellman Carnection, we will take anything on trade: farm, house, truck, cars, and SUVs. Bring into a Bellman pre-owned car, truck, SUV, or van today. The inventory is always fresh, so hurry in before someone else buys the one you want. Bellman's Carnection in St. Peter's at Highway 70 and 370, where you will never pay the max. Online at carnection.com.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need, indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign, and we handle the rest, sending a top pro to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Now another hour of The Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
What's more American than celebrating the 4th of July? Getting your fireworks from a veteran. Dogpatch Fireworks in New London's Veteran Home and has everything you need to have a blast this 4th of July. Owner Michael Lutz and his family have been providing top-notch products at mind-blowing prices. From firecrackers to 500-gram cakes. Whether you want a little or a lot, Dogpatch Fireworks has it all. And Monday through Sunday until 11 p.m. until July 10th. Dogpatch Fireworks. Next to Woodsy Acres and Salt River Trading Post in New London. Look for the daily specials on Facebook at Dogpatch Fireworks.
You work from home, and now home can be anywhere you want with an RV from Bill Thomas Camper Sales. RV travel is the ultimate social distancing for your family, and you know what you have with you and where it's been. For 55 years locally, family-owned, Bill Thomas Camper Sales has had the highest quality for every budget, and they have guidelines in place for your safe shopping experience. Travel in comfort and safety with a visit to Bill Thomas Camper Sales in Wentzville. For details, hours, and directions, go to btcamper.com.
Grab your coffee. The Morning Edge will be right back on 100.7 The Viper.
Do you want to work for the biggest medical cannabis company in the state of Missouri? Belief Medical is looking for dynamic individuals to join our newest facility in Jonesburg. We are currently hiring for post-harvest technicians and offer 100% company-paid benefits that include medical, dental, and vision, as well as a starting pay of $15 per hour. If you're 21 or older and ready to join a great company that offers great pay and great benefits, visit our website at beliefmedical.com. BELEAF medical.com.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required. Refund available for 60 days after purchase.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the biggest brands at 90% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but 90% cheaper. It's the same medication you get from your doctor, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. Results are guaranteed or your money back. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's 4hims.com/joy for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
Viper Weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray. On to Friday and the weekend. Partly sunny skies. Not too bad out the door this morning with a slow increase in the humidity this afternoon, 90 to 95 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. Let's just call it humid this evening and overnight. Evening temperatures, upper 80s for the most part, 73 for the low. The weekend, Saturday, summertime. Partly sunny, hot, and humid. Just a tiny chance of a spot thunderstorm, pretty close to 100 degrees Saturday afternoon. 102 is the record from 1954. I think that is safe. Now, another cool front coming through Saturday night. Just a couple of spot thunderstorms possible, nothing widespread, and I don't see a lot of anything. 72. Sunday, beautiful. Partly sunny, less humid and cooler, 85. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
Whipper River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Time for your morning headlines at 9:02. It is Friday, June 24th. A woman was stabbed overnight. Man was trying to steal her purse. It happened about 6:30 p.m. in daylight on Dr. Martin Luther King Drive, right near North Kings Highway. Police say the woman fought back, though.
Yeah.
And that's when the stabber,
Got really mad.
well, got her in the chest, the arm, the back. She is recovering in the hospital. The attacker was arrested. We'll continue to keep you updated.
Let out minutes later.
On that story. A fire in the Central West End overnight also caused some severe damage, actually early this morning about 3 a.m. It took out Mission Taco, Salt and Smoke, the Normal brand clothing headquarters. Pretty big story there. We got some video of that on fox2now.com. We've also got St. Charles Police are now using that real-time cameras. They're also using the real-time cameras to fight police. St. Charles using every bit that they can. The real-time cameras, of course, being used for traffic situation with emergency vehicles, but they're also using that video to help them with any crimes that come.
All right.
A scammer posing as an officer stole $1,000 from Clementine's. Went in and said that they were using an investigation, got information to get into the accounts, took about $1,200. And dump trucks, we have video of dump trucks sitting in St. Louis City empty as St. Louis City trash piles up in certain neighborhoods. It is an atrocity what is happening in St. Louis City with that story right now, unfortunately. Cardinals lost again yesterday. They just can't ever, well, I can't say that. They did sweep the Padres once. But anyway, they split their series with the Brewers. So for the season, they played the Brewers 12 times. They've split 6-6, and both teams are tied for first place.
That's how it works.
There you go. Cardinals getting ready to host the Cubs this weekend. And hockey tonight. The Colorado Avalanche will close out the Tampa Bay Lightning to win the Stanley Cup Championship. We didn't even, after a controversial win in their last game, and of course Kadri was a part of it. Goal should have never happened. The NHL blew it. This championship will forever be tainted because of Nazem Kadri.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's the birthday. That's right. I served you cake. I'm Peggy. Pull your leggy.
Happy birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go.
Happy Friday, June 24th. People born on this day are artistic by nature, and they are very independent-minded. Their tendency to break from the tradition makes them natural leaders and influential among their peer group. Lionel Messi, I would say probably one of the best soccer players around, right?
One of the top two.
How old do you think he is?
Oh,
26.
No. 35.
Yes,
That old?
exactly on the dot. I was surprised.
Wow.
Right? And then how about this one? You want to guess what his salary is for 22?
Go ahead.
$41 million.
His salary?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but guys, we have Patrick Mahomes makes that.
He plays forward for the League One club, right? The Paris
Soccer
Saint-Germain.
salary of $41 million?
Eric, it's just like the
How
NFL
many people go to the
Europe.
games?
A lot of people.
Can
Marketing.
you imagine what he sells in jerseys?
I could believe that.
On top of that, right? Okay, so did you ever watch The Office?
all the time.
Kelly from The Office. She's 43 today. Her name in real life is Mindy Kaling, right? She
She's
is
very funny.
also, which I didn't know, she wrote and was an executive producer and a director on that show, which I thought was really cool. Mick Fleetwood, 75 today, right?
What did
Drummer,
he play? There you go.
Uh-huh.
Good job.
Yeah, Fleetwood Mac, right?
He was also in Spinal Tap.
What year do you think they formed? What year?
1968.
67. You were very close, right? Inducted into the Hall of Fame in 98. Okay, some athletes. I have JJ Redick has a birthday
baby.
today.
Love JJ Redick. He's the best thing
years
ESPN has.
Watched him playing at Duke. And then, do you guys remember Monet Davis? She was the American Little League pitcher.
Oh, yeah,
right?
Monet.
First girl to pitch a shutout.
Yeah, she was amazing.
She's 21 today, so girl, go have a drink. And then Solange, you guys know who she is?
No.
Baby sister of Beyonce, Jay-Z's worst nightmare, right? 36 years old today. She actually used to be a backup dancer and wrote some songs for Destiny's Child. And then my last one here, the neighborhood bully from Debo, or named Debo from the movie Friday. Do you remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Right? His name was Tommy Lister Jr.
Yeah.
He would have been 66 years old today, but he passed away in December of 20. So even though he's not here, happy birthday to all of our famous friends.
He had the eye, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Dude, that dude, he was Zeus in a movie like with Hulk Hogan.
He's a wrestler too. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, happy birthday to everybody. Your family at the Edge loves you.
What day is it? It's a national holiday.
I love this dog. Dog moms and dads celebrate. I really want to take your dog to work. It is National Take Your Dog to Work Day.
Love that dog.
Best dog. This is my dog, and I'm taking
Today is National Take Your Dog to Work Day.
Take your dog to work day.
You love the dog. We all love the dog.
Hey guys, you ready to let the dogs out? Yes, we are ready to let the dogs out.
All right, showtime.
It is showtime. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Eric Johnson's here, Chris Knight, Crystal Cooper, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. Call in with your jokes. Welcome back to the show. We're trying to give away 2 free tickets right now. Our listener,
Rob.
That's what I said.
From Wentzville.
Rob from Wentzville is leading. It has to be politically related. Give us a good joke. Biden, what was your parameter? Biden, Pelosi, Schumer?
Anybody, yeah. I mean, cap on anybody you want. If
Can you cap on
the
Republicans?
Knock yourself out.
Okay, there
Mike
you go.
from Lake St. Louis called in with a good one.
Yeah, it's not eligible, but what is it?
Come on, Chris.
Why is Joe Biden in the hospital? Did you hear he was in the hospital? Why?
Why?
Because he can't beat Putin.
Pooping.
He can't stop Putin.
He can't stop Putin. That's good.
Thanks,
That's
Mike.
good.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
That's good. You should have called in, dude.
Oh my!
He's on the job site. He couldn't stay on the phone.
Oh,
He
the
was
the foreman, they can't let him call in.
Hard-working man.
Hey, we can work hard and have fun at the same point in time. By the way, when it comes, so call in
That's
the
what
joke.
he's doing if he's listening to us, right? He's
Yeah.
working hard and having fun.
The phone number 636-695-2915. 636-695-2915. I can't remember if I said this yesterday. Did I talk about the Westminster Kennel Club dog show winner this year?
Yes, you did. Yeah, the bloodhound.
Trumpet.
It was Trumpet, the Basset Hound. It played into National Dog Day or Take Your Dog to Work Day.
You got to go watch the movie Best of Show. You have to.
Oh, no, I've seen that.
Have you seen Best of Show? The Hound.
I have not.
Oh my God. Christopher Guest, who did the Spinal Tap movies, and he did Waiting for Guffman. He had a hound dog at Westminster, and it's like that is ironic because it looks so stupid. A hound dog running around the damn greens, and then boom, he wins.
It's kind of like a Simpson episode.
Yes.
I don't have to do this very
Predicting
often.
the future.
Yeah.
But you said Basset Hound. It was a bloodhound.
I meant Bloodhound.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should know.
What's the difference?
No,
is there a
that's true.
difference? Basset Hound,
Yes,
Bloodhound?
there's a difference.
I don't know.
Yes.
They have floppy ears.
Aaron from the Facebook line says, surprised to let them listen. A lot of job sites won't allow earbuds anymore. Aaron also earlier said we can't give Trump a free pass.
No.
And just keep ripping Biden all the time. It's just another.
Oh, my God. It's been a deluge of Trump ripping for the last 6 years. Come on, guys. He had his day. He had his day.
By the way, the hearings continue on Trump. If anybody still think that now they're threatening to go get affidavits to go and
Did you
search.
hear the hidden tapes? There was a pretty prominent, I don't remember which one it was, lawmaker, Democrat, that said, nobody gives an F about the Trump hearings. Well, if that doesn't spell it out for you, nothing will. Because, sometimes there comes a point when even the people who are trying to push this asparagus down your throat, they realize, man, the public hates asparagus and they're not going to eat this garbage. And they keep pushing it, and they keep messing with days of our lives. And you keep messing with days of your lives, there's going to be some soccer moms mad at you.
Oh, my God.
They don't care about the Trump hearings. They want days of their lives.
Chris, who do we have on the phone with another joke entering the contest? Who's entering the ring?
Alan from Hawk Point. Good morning.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Yeah,
great. We're great. We
Do
hope
you really
make it
care?
better.
Do you really care? No.
Yes, I do really care.
Okay, I'm doing fine.
I listen every morning. I text into you guys on the Facebook line. I really care.
We love it, and thanks for sharing the show.
Hey, so I'll ask you guys, do you want one that's about multiple politicians, or do you want one that's about guns?
We got to start with the politicians because we didn't open it up for guns earlier. Yeah. Just to try to be fair to, I guess, Rob.
Well, I mean, the guns one is still political, but we'll do the politicians. So if you've got Biden, Pelosi, and Schumer all stranded on a desert island, who survives?
The United States.
There you go.
What?
You got it.
Okay, give us your gun.
Cannot be right.
Give us your gun one. Eric, good job, Eric.
If Biden and the left is coming from your guns, how do you protect them?
I have no idea.
Hide them upstairs behind your bike.
That's good. That's good. You're in the running. You're on the map. You're in the race.
Okay,
hang on, Alan. We'll get your information.
You're in the race. I think it's fair to say we appreciate it.
Breaking news on the edge right now.
What is it?
Supreme Court reverses Roe versus Wade.
It did came down. What?
Came down. Breaking news on the edge. Hopefully, if you're not watching any other news sources, we just broke it for you here on the edge. Supreme Court reverses Roe v. Wade.
And I heard sirens.
Wow.
And as you said that, sirens are going outside the studio. This is major. This is as big as it gets in our country's history.
I feel weird now.
Since the case of Roe v. Wade happened in, I believe it was January of 1973. That case brought us all the way forward now to 2022, just giving you a little history of what has happened here. Now, keep in mind, that is the big picture. Roe versus Wade overturned by the Supreme Court. Have we seen what the numbers, what was it, 6-3, I'm assuming, along political lines?
We haven't got the vote count in yet, but it's I don't know that it.
Okay, the other thing to think about this before everybody.
I mean, if it's 6-3, that'd be amazing.
If you're upset before you go literally lose your mind, just remember, this is not something that's going to be a national law. It's not a federal law. This is still going to go back to the states. Yeah. People who are upset are, oh, my God, they're coming for your abortions.
Yeah.
No, this is going to end up being a state issue, mark my words, state to state. Governor Pritzker in Illinois has already said when this is overturned, he told you when it is overturned, Illinois is going to be a safe harbor for abortions. Yep. So don't let national media fool you. Don't let the big headlines fool you. It's going to go back to states' individual rights to make their decisions.
And you're absolutely right. And they're going nuts in the videos over here.
Well, yeah, you'll see. It's a passionate subject, but no matter how you feel about it.
Vic's right. They didn't turn over any law, by the way. I don't know if you guys realize this. I wish that we had Brad. Somebody wake Brad up. We got to talk to him.
I confirmed with Brad. If and when this decision came down, Brad was going to give us a call.
Well,
it doesn't say in this whole entire article what the numbers are. It's not saying.
I mean,
it at
that
all.
is the minutia right now.
Just
That's the minutia. Trust me. That's
Robert
the
says
minutia.
it does not yet. Robert, it does knock out some state laws, but Robert, you know as well as I do, there's going to be states that allow it, and they're going to be able to do it.
Missouri,
whether you're for or against.
We're in Missouri. I know we get listeners all over the place, but we're in Missouri. Where is Nick Schwar when we need to talk to him? What is going to happen in Missouri? We've got an idea that basically abortion will get knocked out of Missouri, or it will seem that it would go that way, right?
Yeah, it's because of some laws that have already been put on the books if this were to happen.
Correct.
Yes. And
so
that
we are in the precipice of some bizarre tactical thought processes. If you're a woman now in the state of Missouri, you now are going to go over East St. Louis in that direction to get an abortion.
Correct.
This is crazy. I mean, if you start to put the
Yeah, but Eric, it's been that way to buy marijuana as well. Because,
I guess.
Recreational marijuana.
I guess, but
you could go to Illinois
but women
because
in Missouri
have not approved marijuana yet here. Recreational, medical, yes, but not recreational.
What a big day, guys.
No, it
Crazy.
is. It's back-to-back days from the Supreme Court. And it also makes you wonder, you know what comes next? Biden has already said this. Pelosi has already said this. In regards to the whole situation, this is why we need to pack the court.
Yeah.
Because
true story.
So many things. Brad Young joining us now from Hairstyle Fisher and Young. Brad, we didn't hear from you for a while now, back-to-back days. You're in. Here it comes. You kind of said this was going to happen today. It did. Your initial thoughts on this?
Well, obviously the opinion was released about 4 minutes ago, and I'm a fast reader, but I can't read a 213-page decision in 4 minutes.
Oh, dear.
Although I can read very fast. Here, my initial thoughts are this. I was looking to see which side there are two things I was looking for. Number one, which side would Chief Justice Roberts go on? Because under Supreme Court rules, if the Chief Justice is in the majority, the Chief Justice gets to assign who writes the opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So, and in the leaked opinion that we had released in May, that was from February, Alito wrote it, but we didn't know if the Chief Justice was in the majority. He could have assigned himself to write the opinion, and then the opinion could have been completely watered down.
Right.
What I'm seeing at this point is that the Chief Justice is in the majority. It's a 6-3 decision, and it specifically it tracks, at least what I've read so far, it tracks pretty closely with what Justice Alito, because he wrote the opinion. So the Chief Justice assigned Alito to write the opinion, and it's very similar to what we previously saw, and it can't get any more specific than this. The court holds that the Constitution does not confer a right to abortion. Roe and Planned Parenthood versus Casey are overruled, and the authority to regulate abortion is returned to the people and their elected representatives.
Brad, can you please?
So
I'm
that
sorry.
pretty
Go
much sets
ahead.
it up. I'm sorry. Go
It
ahead.
does, Brad. I'm sorry. Can you please explain Ruth Bader Ginsburg opinion on this? Because a lot of people forget what she said publicly about this Roe v. Wade decision and what was probably going to happen in the future, which happened today, because she even kind of let the cat out of the bag that, listen, from a legal standpoint, this wasn't done correctly.
Yeah. And she said that publicly many times. And she was obviously pro-abortion when it comes to her philosophy. But she recognized, because she was a very good scholar, okay, I didn't agree with a lot of her opinions, but that her scholarship was not ever in question. And she acknowledged that in reality, and most constitutional scholars, if you get them in a party and give them a couple of drinks, they'll admit this. Of course, constitutional scholars aren't very fun at parties. But my point is that Roe versus Wade was an awful opinion, not because of its outcome, but because of its structure. Because the court is supposed to interpret and apply the Constitution. And in Roe versus Wade, they simply invented case law.
Yeah.
It wasn't based upon anything other than an invention. If you look at the Fourth Amendment, if you look at the 14th Amendment, there's nothing in there that even suggests that there's a right to an abortion. So from a constitutional viewpoint, from how you create opinions, even Justice Ginsburg stated that it was poorly written and would eventually be overturned.
Yeah, and I just want to make sure people remember. So if you have friends out there that say, "Oh my God, they're doing things that are wrong. How dare that Republican Supreme Court that's up 6-3 does this?" You can remind people that this is exactly what Ruth Bader Ginsburg said would happen and should happen. Yeah. And if you're going to try to fight for abortion rights, you need to do it in a legal sense.
Well, and that's exactly right, Vic. And the other point that I've been making, because, again, I kind of predicted that this decision would come out today, and as I've been talking about it a lot recently, my point has been that this is not an issue. This is not an issue at all, or shouldn't be an issue, about the issue of whether people should have abortions or not. This is an issue of whether or not the states have the power to regulate their own states when it comes to the control of health care decisions. And that's clear. So what the court is doing here is it's not overturning the right to an abortion. It's bolstering the right of states to regulate their own health and safety issues. So this is really a pro-democracy issue. If you live in a state that's a red state that doesn't allow abortion now, you get to ballot. You get to go to the ballot box. You get to rally support and have the people decide. That's the ultimate goal of democracy, is to have the people decide. And now the people have been restored with regard to their right to decide.
So it's kind of like the law on cannabis. It's like Colorado, you can smoke pot free wherever you want in Colorado for the most part. But in some states, it's like, no, it's an illegal substance still. Is that kind of how you see it here? And then we were talking also, state of Missouri, maybe in the next few months becomes a abortion-free zone. How does that work as far as the law goes?
Well, let me answer both of those questions. First of all, Eric, your legal analysis is spot on. It's exactly like the cannabis issue now, where the state and the voters get to decide, just like they do with cannabis, and now the same will be true with abortion. Your second question, I believe that Missouri already has a trigger law, meaning 13 states have what's called trigger laws, meaning as soon as the court overturns Roe v. Wade, they've already had laws that are going to spring into action.
Correct.
That state abortion is illegal, and I presume that that's going to happen here. Now, I will tell you, we're in uncharted territory. I mean, I don't know how quickly that gets done. I don't know that if the Planned Parenthood offices have to close today. I don't know that if they have to be phased out. I mean, we're completely in uncharted territory, but at least in 13 states in this country, as of 9:05 this morning, abortion has been outlawed in those states, not because of an overriding federal government, but because of the decisions of local electors in those states and the people who voted for them.
So you would expect to hear from Governor Parsons almost immediately, correct? I mean, we need to know.
Governor Parson will put out a statement today. Absolutely.
Yes, I promise you. Either a
Eric
statement
Schmidt
or
has already,
he might even come and make an announcement, a televised announcement.
Okay.
Yeah, Eric Schmidt has already put out a statement. So that shows you how fast they were ready to get on with the whole situation that's going. We're talking with Brad Young of Hairstyle Fisher and Young, who breaks down these subjects for us when they do happen. It is interesting, Brad, because not trying to ask for your opinion, because you come on and you give us the nuts and the bolts of things that happen, but leading up to this decision today, since word leaked, and we still don't know who leaked the documents before, correct? Shouldn't we have known that by now?
I don't think we're ever going to know.
Yeah, which shows that it was a dirty inside job. Am I fair in saying that?
Yeah, it was a dirty inside job, and you got to understand that Justice, regardless of what you think about Justice Roberts, one of his primary motivating factors is the integrity of the court, and you can argue either side of that issue, but he does act, at least according to his own conscience, to support the integrity of the court. So he doesn't want to release that information because that would just create another week of headlines about how the court lacks integrity. So I think this will be an inside investigation. I don't think you'll see anything publicly released, and no one will be criminally prosecuted.
Well, since that decision was leaked, and this was my point, this is the record that I saw happening around the country, and this is what leads us to what happens now. 16 churches were vandalized. 16 pro-life pregnancy centers were vandalized. 4 pro-life pregnancy centers and offices were firebombed. And you also had what essentially was deemed an assassination attempt on Brett Kavanaugh, Supreme Court Justice. With that being said, that was before this decision came down today. Should we worry that more continues?
Yeah, we're going to see absolutely more. In fact, the group called Ruth Sent Us, and there's another group that I forgot the name of that other terrorist group, but they've already stated that if the right to an abortion is overturned, and I'm quoting now because I read the press release, people will die. So we will see more domestic terrorism. The question is will the current Attorney General Garland prosecute those domestic terrorists who commit that? Because up to this point, he has been extremely lax in even acknowledging that it exists, much less actively prosecuting those domestic terrorists.
It's not going to happen
scary.
because they're still protesting outside this Kavanaugh's home.
Right. So are they going
even
to
though
provide?
it violates federal law.
Which violates federal law. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to pick sides, but the Biden administration has yet to condemn the illegal protesting in front of Supreme Court justices' houses. Unbelievable.
Actually, I have a question about that, Brad, and maybe you know the answer to this, but I was talking about that specific, what Vic just said about the fact that nobody has been prosecuted or anything like that about that. But my friend, who tends to be a little more liberal, she said that she thought no one actually has ever gotten in trouble for that. Do you know that?
Boy, I don't know. When you use words like never,
right? Well,
has something happened 15 years ago? I mean, I wouldn't go down the road of saying it's never been prosecuted. What I would, because I'd have to research that before I could make that conclusion.
Okay.
What I can say is in the recent past, no one has been prosecuted. There's been church bombings. There's been vandalism. There's been there's a place called, I believe it's called Compass Care that gives it's a pro-life pregnancy crisis center. They've been vandalized in multiple locations. One location in Buffalo, New York, was someone threw a Molotov cocktail in there this year. No one has been prosecuted for any of those activities this year.
Right. Specifically being outside of a Supreme Court justice's house, too, is what she was saying, that no one...
Yeah, no one has been prosecuted for that, even though under Section 18 U.S.C., gosh, I forgot the exact section number.
Brad, that's all right.
I know, right?
It specifically prohibits that kind of protesting.
This is Big Head Brad that we talked to. He's a computer spitting out
True
information
story.
all the time.
Yeah.
What we've seen from the DOJ so far, we're not going to get anything, and that's sad, unless there's loss of life, and it shouldn't have to go to a loss of life before something happens, and that's what scares me from that standpoint.
To me, doesn't it feel, Brad, like this is like Roe versus Wade was duct tape that you might put over your muffler to try to fix the muffler, and the Supreme Court said, look, we don't make law. We basically, Roe versus Wade, they won the case, but you guys need to get in there in the Congress and make a damn law, whatever law you want to make about abortion, knock yourself out, and then we'll judge on that. But don't you think this was the Supreme Court's way of saying, we're just done taking these Roe versus Wade cases. This is over.
Yeah, and now it is, because there's been a series of these types of cases over the years. We thought there was a case, I'm going to say in the early 2000s, that was being held up as the case that could overturn Roe versus Wade, and the court just narrowly tailored the opinion to apply to that situation without applying to abortion in general. And that was my concern, because if in this instance Roberts would have assigned himself to write the opinion in the majority, he could have narrowly tailored that opinion in such a way that it would not have overturned Roe versus Wade, and then it would just be a bunch of concurring opinions that say that it should. But that's not what happened. But Eric, I want to applaud you. I'm looking for the day when I read in a law journal article the duct tape on the muffler legal doctrine. I'm looking forward to seeing that in a law review article.
I'm the voice of the people.
It is.
I speak in super simple terms.
Hey, Brad, can you remember Supreme Court hearings as major releases as we've had the last 2 days back to back in the last 40 years?
No. Not even since I went to law school, it hasn't happened.
You love history. Eric loves history. I love history. And in my lifetime, never.
I'm
Never,
just
nothing
surprised
like
this wasn't
this.
dumped at like 4 p.m. on a Friday, not at like early morning. I was a little thrown off. It came out so early.
No, but that's
this
the
morning.
timing of it.
Yeah.
That isn't it, because Brad even said, you're going to want to probably call me tomorrow when this decision is released.
Yeah.
I'm like, Brad already knows it's going to happen during our show.
Well, when we got here this morning, didn't you say it was a slow news day?
Well, it's a dump day.
Not no more.
Dump day. That's
Well,
what
dump day. Fridays are dump
Yesterday
days.
didn't have the visceral reaction
news
that this
dump
one
day.
is having.
Oh,
This
yeah,
one has a
no.
visceral reaction, and I'm looking at the television right now. You didn't see this yesterday. You saw MSNBC go nuts about the gun stuff.
Right.
But my God, every single female on the
guns
planet.
will be fine after today.
Yeah, exactly.
We just need to have a safe weekend. Everyone needs to just take a deep breath.
Yeah, and you think people are going to listen to that are upset?
I would hope they would for a second.
I'm not upset, so I'm going to take a deep breath and go on vacation.
But for the people, we're all taking a break. Hey, Brad, thanks for calling us.
Yes, thank you.
Brad, you're the best. Good job last
Always
night
happy
on
to help.
TV, and I listened.
Anytime you need me, just put out the Brad signal, and I'm on.
The Brad signal. I like it.
Hey, and by the way, you're pretty damn good on KMOX. I listened to you for 30 minutes last night.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yeah, we like it, Brad. Thanks
I was
again.
expecting you to say, what were you expecting? Come on.
The Brad signal. Thanks, Brad.
And
Have
the
a great weekend.
Bradmobile.
Hey, back with more of The Edge. It's a serious day with that topic, but we're also still taking the jokes. Political, Biden, you name it. Free tickets, 2 damn good tickets to the July 5th concert with all those bands. Call in with your jokes, 636-695-2915, trying to balance 2 subjects, a serious one and trying to have some fun. You're listening to The Edge.
Good morning. Morning. Good morning, and a special good morning to you this morning.
Be informed.
Well, who is it?
The Edge Morning Show.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. So good, you gotta try it. With Straight Talk, you can get our Silver Unlimited plan for just $45 a month. Now with unlimited high-speed data, plus 5 gigabytes hotspot data, and no contract, with nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Why pay a whole lot for your data when you can get unlimited for a whole lot less? Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
The fun never stops at Dog Prairie Tavern in St. Paul, Missouri. Tuesdays, join us for extreme bingo and tall boys all night long. Thursday and Friday, dance the night away with the best DJs around. Saturday night, we go live with some of the best local bands on the planet. Plan your Sunday fun day on one of the biggest and most comfortable outdoor patios around. Best food, coldest drinks, and always a good time. Dog Prairie Tavern, St. Paul, Missouri. Like us on Facebook for an up-to-date band schedule. Dog Prairie would like to wish you all a happy and safe 4th of July.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
From runny noses to running injuries to x-rays and labs, the BJC Medical Group Convenient Care in Wentzville is ready to help. Located at 1520 Wentzville Parkway, the Convenient Care is open throughout the day with BJC providers on hand to care for all patients 2 and older. With low co-pays and walk-ins welcome, it's your best medicine when you need it. To learn more about the BJC Medical Group Convenient Care in Wentzville, visit bjc.org/Wentzville.
DQ presents the sound of an all-star summer lineup. Leading off, the promising rookie, new Oreo Dirt Pie. On deck, the fan-favorite Girl Scout Thin Mints. Summer standouts, drumstick with peanuts and cotton candy. And batting cleanup, it's you. With your red spoon and 6 summer blizzard flavors, official treat of MLB. All part of the new DQ All-Star Summer Blizzard lineup. DQ? Happy tastes good.
Do you want the best for your car? Then fill up with Premium at Circle K. Circle K Premium is our best fuel with double the cleaning detergent, protecting your engine from corrosion and damage so it can work at its best. And that, my friend, increases your mileage for more cha-ching in your pocket. Plus, when you fill up with Premium at Circle K, you can save up to 20 cents per gallon. Offer valid Thursdays or Fridays at participating stores. For details, visit CircleK.com. Circle K. How convenient.
Hello, Discover here to explain our cash back match. Here's how it works. We give you cash back for using your Discover card on the things you were going to buy anyway. Then we match that cash back in your first year. And that's why we call it Cash Back Match. Now to recap and say cash back one more time. We match all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year automatically. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
Here comes more of the Edge Morning Show.
guys, welcome back to the show. It is The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of morning talk radio. We just want to say we love you guys listening. You guys have made The Edge, the Viper, what it's been, especially over the last almost 2.5 years. Eric Johnson's here, Chris Knight, Krista Cooper. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2.
Wow.
Big topic coming out today, one day after a big case, pretty much, from New York. A lot of people to carry guns wherever they wanted. You've got the Supreme Court giving states the power back when it comes to dealing with their own health care, which includes abortion. And Brad was right. Brad Young, who we just talked to, there are 13 states that have trigger laws that, once this happened, would go on, which would eliminate abortion in those states.
Mm-hmm.
Jane's Revenge.
Jane's Revenge.
Calling for a day of rage.
Yeah. Jane's Revenge, to me, I'm like bordering on the line of how are they not being considered like a terrorist group if they're doing all this stuff?
If you're calling for violence, you're a terrorist group.
Right. I thought that's how it happened.
You are a terrorist group. But once again, what concerns me is Merrick Garland and the Department of Justice not doing anything, not stopping the illegal protesting at Brett Kavanaugh and Amy Coney Barrett's houses.
Mm-hmm.
What would be happening if Sonia Sotomayor had protesters at her house? All I ever want is equal. I want all opinions. It should be equal and fair. That's not what's going on. And I just gave you the stats of the churches, the pro-life facilities that had been attacked just since the illegal leak. I'm worried about what happens after this.
Do we know
these people need protection?
Do we know where there's a Planned Parenthood in St. Louis?
Yes, there's one down in the city.
I say we call them up, see what they think and how this works.
Sure, if
it would be fantastic.
You know what I've always thought was interesting, and one of our listeners brought this up earlier. Almost 80% of abortion clinics to this day and time are in African American communities.
Oh,
4 to 5 more times African American babies are aborted than non-African American babies, whether you're for or against it. I just felt like it's very interesting when you break down the stats.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they in African, whether you're for it or against it, in African American communities, and why so many more African American babies aborted than not?
It'll be very interesting to see today how Fox 2 News covers this. It will be fascinating because this is our own backyard. It's cool to watch the people protesting at the Supreme Court right now, but we're in St. Louis again, St. Charles. It'll be very interesting to see how 245 in the Post-Dispatch cover this. What happens? Who do you go and interview? What are you looking for? Is it going gangbusters down in St. Louis right now? Do people not care? I mean, it will be fascinating to see what happens in Kansas City tonight. What happens in Columbia, Missouri? What's going on right now in Jefferson City? It will be very interesting to see what happens in our own neck of the woods. You can guarantee that New York City will burn tonight. You can guarantee that Washington, D.C. is going to go up in flames.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens in St. Louis?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but isn't it crazy that things like to this extent have to happen for people to really try to like refocus on the fact that we've gotten away in the last 2 to 3 decades on worrying about local politics as much as we really should be. A lot of people only go vote when it's a presidential election, and that's not where a lot of the work is done. And maybe this will just refocus people to the fact that you should be getting out every single time you can. That is your right, and it's a great right that a lot of people around the world do not have. So exercise that right every single chance you have, and these are things that now you can make a decision on or be part of the opinion.
Does everything have to be a national law?
No.
Nothing in the Constitution says that every state has to follow the same
There's nothing wrong with that. And if you don't like it, you move, right? I mean, that's just what happens. That's why people leave the city, and vice versa sometimes. That's why people leave the county and go to the city. Things have changed.
I would love to put a camera down at Planned Parenthood and see what they're going through right now. I really would. I would like to. Make a journal because we're in the middle of amazing history right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is going on right in front of your eyes. Will candidates who believe in abortion, will they rise up now? Will you see candidates who are like pro-abortion come out of places like Ladue and more, maybe more liberal communities saying, I'm not running on the economy, I'm not running on gas, I'm not running on crime. I'm literally your pro-abortion candidate to go to the state of Missouri House of Representatives to win back our ability to have abortion. Will that be a dynamic in this?
Yeah. I mean, how could it not be, right?
Right. I would love, Nick, if you're listening, Nick Schroer, our guy, he's running
Well,
for I would love to talk to you. If you're listening right now, call in because I want to talk to you.
Well, we've got right now, I was talking, State Rep David Gregory, who joined us before on the radio, who's running for Missouri State Auditor. He actually wrote a legal brief on how the overturning of Roe legally affects abortion and transfers the power back to the state.
Yeah.
And how it would handle in the state of Missouri or what other state. So he was at an event. He's trying to race out of there right now to give us a call at any minute too. So,
This is going to be, who cares about national news today? Who cares?
That is national news.
I know. We want to know what's happening in local Missouri news today.
Right.
That's where your attention should be
it's
focused.
the localization of a national story.
It's over. Roe versus Wade's over.
Lots of briefings,
Yeah,
lots
Dave's
of
on the-
meetings right now.
Yeah, RVW is over. It's done. What happens in Missouri now? How does that work? Because that's your backyard.
Yeah. No,
Illinois, we know it's not going to change.
you
Illinois, boom.
Well,
it's
you
go-
just set it up for State Representative David Gregory, who wrote the brief that we were just talking about, who's currently running for state auditor. Dave, thanks for giving us a call. I know you stepped out of a meeting. You wrote a brief on this. Your thoughts on this and how it affects the state of Missouri moving forward.
That's right. This is absolutely outstanding. It is a huge landmark case, and it was the right decision. So I ended up writing a brief as an attorney and a legislator. I ended up writing a brief because I got so many questions from constituents and supporters of what happens, how does this actually work if Roe v. Wade is overturned. And so I did a legal brief on that to help people understand.
So the nonsense that you're seeing at the Supreme Court today, the protests, give them the one day. Their efforts are misplaced. Now they got to start moving to the state legislators and start protesting there. Correct? So the national case, it's over. We're past that. Now what's going to happen in Jeff City?
That's right. So the overturning of Roe v. Wade has shifted that power back to the states. And so, as you just mentioned, your efforts, both for life or for abortion, are going to have to be targeted at the individual state level. So, I mean, as some may recall, we all know Roe v. Wade essentially didn't allow states to completely ban abortion. What it did is it ruled years ago that a woman has a right to privacy, that the U.S. Constitution provides a fundamental right to privacy for a woman that protects a woman's right to choose whether or not they have an abortion. That has been overturned. And so now it is shifted back to the states to decide if they will allow or prohibit abortion, and then what the terms of those allowances and prohibitions are.
We're talking with David Gregory. He's a current Missouri state rep from the Sunset Hills area, local attorney, and also running for state auditor, position that was previously held by Nicole Galloway. Dave, do you hear many people talk in your legal circles what Ruth Bader Ginsburg spoke about, how she said that one day this would probably be overturned? We spoke with Brad Young, another attorney, earlier in the show, and he said, not enough people are speaking to that effect, and now you have groups that are calling themselves doing what they're doing in the name of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, even though she said what she said.
Yeah, so I mean, that topic's constantly come up as a legislator of now 6 years. The topic constantly comes up, and honestly, the momentum, both in Missouri and nationally, the momentum has been in favor of the pro-life movement. With the enhancement of technology, with the enhancement of understanding of the scientific understanding of the life of the child, it's actually been the momentum's all been in our favor. So I would agree. I mean, it was only a question of when, and that when came now.
Now, let me ask you this, because I don't know. I don't follow this stuff as closely as I should. Will the state of Missouri make accommodations at all for women that want to have an abortion past this point?
Absolutely not. I certainly hope not. Right now we already have it in law. Chapter 188, if anyone ever wants to Google it. It's called the Right to Life of the Unborn Child Act in Missouri. So right now our law says that no abortion shall be performed or induced upon a woman except in cases of medical emergency. So that triggers, that law becomes now constitutional with the overturning of Roe v. Wade, and that will be the law of Missouri.
And it happens just like, well, that was one of the triggers. We were a trigger state, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
So today, nobody can go down to the Planned Parenthood in St. Louis, in North St. Louis, correct? And try to get, or if you were scheduled for an abortion today?
You know what? I believe the effective date becomes immediate, I believe.
Wow.
No, I think it's immediate too. I do, Dave.
Wow.
I thought that I heard that it did. Yeah, when we did a news story on this, when the leak occurred from that standpoint as well.
But I'll tell you what, too, we have other provisions, guys, that are going to have some serious implications. I mean, any person who knowingly performs or induces an abortion of an unborn child is guilty of a Class B felony, one of the highest felonies you can get. They were also subject to suspension or revocation of their professional or medical license.
Right.
I mean, this is going to carry some serious ramifications.
Did anything else, Dave? I know this was your specialty. This gave back power to states over health care. We're specifically talking about abortion. And forgive my lack of intelligence if I sound crazy when I say this, but are there other issues that we're not talking about that will fall under the line of taking care of health care in the state that may change? Unintended or indirect circumstances as well.
Quite possibly. With the opinion coming out this morning, I haven't significantly legally studied it. I only
we heard it was over 200 pages. Yeah, it was released just a little bit ago.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
It's an amazing day. So have you talked to your colleagues right now? Have you had behind the scenes discussions with maybe how this is going to unfold today with Governor Parsons? I assume that Eric Schmidt's already released whatever he's going to release. And how does today unfold?
Yeah, I mean, just pure excitement. My phone's blowing up from my colleagues, from other supporters, family, my friends. I mean, it is an exciting day. So, quite frankly, it's something that I think people are overwhelmingly happy about, at least the supporters of mine. And we're just, we're very, very joyous. We're very thankful that this has happened.
Wow. Okay.
I'm curious, Dave, is there anything you would say to maybe Democrats or even Republicans who are not happy with what was done by the Supreme Court today in the state of Missouri, or what they should understand maybe about the decision? Anything more so than what you've already said?
You know, I have felt it was coming. I have felt that we have seen that momentum. We've seen that movement. And Missouri has been a very pro right to life state for years and years and years. And so, I mean, when you see this momentum coming, I certainly didn't expect it to happen this soon. But certainly we were updated with that leak. But man, it is just an exciting time for us. And so what I think you'll see is a bigger, heavier shift of abortions to the states that are pro-choice, right? So from the
Well, it
St.
creates
Louis
an
side,
industry.
you'll see a heavier
That's what-
shift in Illinois, Kansas City side. You may see some, so you're going to see some of the border states that may be supportive getting a heavier shift.
I mean, your demographics don't shift in your cities because of abortion, right? You don't move to Illinois because you're a pro-abortion advocate, obviously. So, you know what I mean?
If it does change, it would take time.
I mean, it's almost like you could set up a cottage industry now in these. This is bizarre. I don't even know how to address all this stuff today. This is crazy. You thought that you would be prepared for Roe versus Wade being overturned, but you're not.
No, but
it's
the other thing that Dave says, abortion isn't going away in the country. It's just going away in
But that's
some
what
states.
I'm saying. It's the tactics of a woman being able to have an abortion. You now have to literally book a airline trip to Illinois, to maybe Arizona,
or drive.
Mm-hmm. And now this is a cottage industry of how you get this procedure done. And now
that brings up, that's exactly right. So I don't think we see a significant shift in population because I am a believer that most people don't live their entire life excited and ready for an abortion, right? I don't think that occurs. But what I do think could happen and shift this is if we start to pass laws that say if you're a citizen of Missouri, it's illegal no matter where you get it, right? Is that constitutional? Will that type of law be passed? And then you may see a shift in population if it is deemed constitutional.
Because this is going to open up a huge, massive, gaping wound in the country right now, no matter which side of the issue you're on. If you're pro-life, you think it's closing it. But there's a bunch of people out there right now, they've said that there's going to be a day of rage, a day of violence. There's a whole group of people that I don't know what the shift is, if it's 50-50 or 40-60 or whatever it is. But we have to accommodate those people somehow saying, look, abortion's over, or it's only going to be in this state. So now you do have to come up with laws and put them on the books so that this never happens again. National and state level. National and the state level. And now do you expect that politicians are going to run on this thing, and do you think that they're going to be successful in the state of Missouri running on just an abortion platform?
Yeah, I mean, in Missouri, you see the needle move heavily with those issues, like right to life is a huge issue. Being pro-police on the Republican side is a huge issue. So certainly in the primaries, you're going to see the needle move significantly for those that are very supportive of those causes. And then in the general, especially statewide or in some districts, it's very difficult for a Democrat to win anyway. And so I don't see a heavy change in those dominated areas. But certainly in the primaries, it's going to move the needle. This is a big issue to people.
Yeah. Think about this for a second. Every time there's an election, people literally have to go and vote to preserve abortion. Think about that for a second.
Yep.
Every election.
It's much more powerful.
Yeah.
Dave, we appreciate you joining us today. Once again, David Gregory, Missouri State Rep, running for Missouri Auditor. Dave, thanks again, man. We'll catch up with you. I know we had to pull you out of a meeting to get you on the phone, but thanks again for sharing your opinion on it and what you did with your brief.
You bet, guys. Thanks for having me. See you. Bye.
We didn't have a time to ask Dave about this, but Donna says, what about pregnancy from rape? I mean, it's a great question, too, but here's the other thing. Not that it makes it better, worse, whatever. Through 2020, out of all the abortions performed, less than 1% were because of rape. But you tell that to the one person that it happened to. I get your point.
Right. So there's public funding that is available in Missouri for abortion cases that either are life endangerment, rape, or incest.
Okay.
And we try to cover all the topics. I mean, it's hard. Life is hard. Life has become very gray in some areas when it comes to feelings and emotions. I'm not. I'm not on today, so I have no say so or trying to say so in any of the coverage that's on today because I'm flying to Baltimore. So we'll be back with more Edge right after this. By the way, we'll give our joke. It's a serious topic. If you have a joke, get it in. Get on the line really fast. 636-695-2915. Once again, 636-695-2915. Funny political joke. And by the way, we're off all next week. We'll send out messages. Then we're off the 4th. We'll return July 5th, taking a break. Don't forget about us. It'll make you want us more. Right? Right. We're taking a break. We'll be right back.
Place is a nut house. The Edge Morning Show.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials, a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
Please leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's fun. Remember me? Miss you, buddy.
Look, I know it's been a minute, but we gotta get the fam back down to Holiday World and Splash and Safari. They've got 3 of the top 5 water coasters in the world. Remember getting soaked on Mammoth and Cheetah Chase? Or screaming down monster roller coasters like Thunderbird and Voyage? Tickets are still at holidayworld.com. Oh, the kids want to say something. Go ahead.
KFC knows that when it comes to chicken sandwiches, there's good and there's finger-licking good.
A chicken sandwich? That's good. A 100% white meat KFC chicken sandwich so delicious it forces you to rethink everything you know about sandwiches, including whether or not they even need buns, but then you remember how good a brioche bun can be and then having to rethink your rethinking? That's finger-licking good.
KFC's chicken sandwich, always served hot and crispy, in your choice of classic or spicy. Order now on the KFC app. Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's finger-licking good.
Prices and product availability may vary.
By now, you know that sound. It's the sound of the Home Depot. But what about those sounds? Those are the sounds of a brand new ice maker dropping cubes into a fresh glass of water, making this the sound of savings on top brand appliances. The Home Depot. How doers get more done. Final days ends June 8th to save up to 30% off select appliances. Valid May 19th through June 8th. Gas range extra. While supplies last. See store for details.
My daughter used to be a shining star. I would tell her, there's nothing you can't do. Now, it's like living with a stranger. It happens so fast. Centerpoint Hospital, real help for addiction and hope for a bright future.
If a young person dear to you is facing substance use, the Changing Point at Centerpoint Hospital now offers adolescent treatment solutions with detox, 4-week residential, and outpatient treatment. The Changing Point for adolescents at Centerpoint Hospital. Hope for a bright future.
Shop in one place, O'Fallon Overhead Doors, for your residential and commercial garage doors and gates. As a locally owned, family-operated business, O'Fallon Overhead Doors provides 5-star service. Their technicians are not paid on commission, so they won't sell you something you don't need. Looking for a new door, a repair, or yearly maintenance? Call O'Fallon Overhead Doors on Continental Drive in Wentzville, 272-2722. Showroom open weekdays 8 till 4:30. Free estimates on new doors. Visit O'FallonOverheadDoors.com.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Rob, you are the champ today. You win the 2 damn good tickets to the July 5th concert.
That's going to be a great show.
At Busch Stadium. We'll give you a call. Congratulations. His joke was, a reporter asked President Biden, President, boxer or briefs? And Joe Biden said, depends. That is your joke winner of the day. We're off until July 5th. Thanks for another great week of radio. I will not see you for Fox News at 5 and 9 today.
No. So you literally have to tell us what color ties you're going to wear for 5 days in a row
I have
now.
zero idea. We'll go on a list.
All right, 5 in a row right now, next week.
Blue. I'm off next week.
Oh, you're off too?
Well, no, I'm not. I get back. No, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Oh, okay, so 3 in a row.
We'll go yellow.
Blue something.
Yellow, orange. And because you like green, now green. Yellow, orange, or green.
That's right. Don't have a good day. Have a great day. We'll talk to you July 6th.
Oh, it's 6.
Wednesday the
July
6th.
6th. We'll
Not
be back.
Tuesday?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've been telling everybody the 5th.
Yeah,
July
no, 6th.
6th.
Okay.
We'll be back then. Have a great holiday.